Okay, good evening, everyone. We would like to welcome you to the very first recital of the Music Scholarship Program, and we're so glad you can join us tonight here at Sounds Cradle Incorporated. Music, MUSIC, Music Scholarship Initiative to Cultivate Right Values and Discipline program. This scholarship initiative is organized by the Great Lighthouse Foundation Incorporated in partnership with Sounds Cradle Incorporated to cultivate musical talent and foster discipline and values among Filipino youth. This was launched last August 2, 2025 in Taguig City. The pilot phase covered 6 months of piano music lessons conducted weekly.
Yes, kaya po exciting po ang gabing ito dahil hindi lang po ito about music, no? Because this is about celebrating discipline, growth, and the incredible journey of our scholars over the past 6 months.
Right, Erica. And by the way, I'm Harvey.
And I'm Erica.
We'll be your hosts for this evening. To start, let us ask everyone to please stand as we call Pastor Jojo Cornelius to lead us in our opening prayer.
Dakilang Diyos, Panginoon, na makapangyarihan sa lahat, kami po ay nagpapasalamat sa pagkakataon na ibinigay mo sa amin na sa pamagitan po ng partnership ng Sounds Cradle, Inc. at ng The Great Lighthouse Foundation, ang values ng music na pwede naming ibigay sa mga estudyante at ang pagkakataon na sila ay makapaglingkod sa iyo gamit po ang talento na ibinigay mo sa kanila. At maging pagpapala sa inyong gawain at sa mga tao na kanilang makahalubilo, Panginoon. Sa gabing ito, dinadalangin ko ang buong programa ay makapagbigay kaluguran sa iyo. Salamat din po sa pagkakataon na makita namin ang bunga ng pagsusumikap ng mga teachers sa pagtuturo at ng diligence sa mga estudyante sa kanilang pagpapractice. Maraming salamat po at hinihiling po namin ang inyong kaluguran at kapurihan ang aming makita sa gabing ito. Sa pangalan po ng Panginoong Hesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you po, Pastor Jojo. Everyone, may please be seated. And again, we welcome you to the Music Scholarship Program recital po na ating mga students, no? And of course, we would also like to recognize our guests for tonight.
Yes.
No, from the DepEd Taguig po, no? Nandyan po si Mr. JV Batasa from President Justado Macapagal High School. Yan po, welcome po.
And then we also have Miss Zarina Magalit, EC Santos. Apo. Yan. Thank you po.
Also, Mr. Chris Ian Obreke from EC Santos Elementary School.
I think we have one more, Erica. This is Miss Rosalyn Arnesto, DepEd Taguig. There you go.
Yan. Welcome po everyone. And again, we would like to thank the Sounds Cradle Inc. po, no, for hosting po itong ating recital for tonight. And of course, to hear the opening remarks, we would like to call the CEO and founder of the Sounds Cradle Inc., Mr. Reginald Tan.
Magandang gabi na po, everyone. Actually, we actually need to thank them kasi kami po ang naglabas lang po kami ng lugar at saka ng pagkain, saka ng siomay. Sila po yung talagang nagtrabaho, sila yung nag-organize, sila yung nagplano, sila yung namili ng estudyante, sila yung gumawa ng program, no? Kami nagbigay lang kami ng aircon. So, salamat, the Great Lighthouse Foundation. But I think this is a very nice example of what happens when you collaborate, no? We could not do it by ourselves. We need their help and vice versa. So, and then, you know, wala tayong pwedeng ipagyabang di ba? At the end of the day, lahat tayo, we're just working together for a common goal, which is hopefully the next generation can become good people, at least through what we have. In our case, it's music. So, again, just to give you an idea, why music? Because, first of all, that's what we're good at. And, you know, and when the Lord bless you, you have no choice. You have an obligation to also bless others. In our case, me and my wife, which is my boss, if you don't, CEO po ko siya presidente, so mas mataas po posisyon niya. We always have this deep burden na, you know, what can we give? What can we give that is really from us. And, pareho kami musicians. So we said, we cannot give what we don't have. So you give what you have, which is, what we have is music. So hopefully the kids are blessed, the teachers are blessed. Why scholarship? Bakit di naman, we have a school, we have a wonderful school here. We have lots of students. Why is it not enough to just have our own students? Later, you feel free to tour around sa likod. Malalim po yan. No? Again, sabi ko, when the Lord bless you, and I will not tell you the whole story kasi, if I tell you how God has blessed us, kulang po yung 2 oras, no? Magkakape na muna tayo, huwag na tayo mag-recital. We have a burden to help the next generation grow. Pilipino, mahilig tayo sa sports, no? And we understand that, eh. We understand na in sports, kung gusto natin gumaling yung anak natin sa basketball, hindi naman siya, enroll natin ng 1 summer, tapos next year, PBA player na, di ba? Alam natin yun eh, hindi imposible yun, di ba? Pero nakakatawa pag sa music, may ganun tayo, di ba? Parang pa-feeling natin, enroll natin enroll natin ng 6 weeks. Siguro, sisikat na yan. It doesn't work eh, di ba? It's the same. No, ang dami nating suporta na binibigay sa sports because we want them to grow. But we also understand that it takes years, taon, minsan dekada pa nga, di ba? Pero pagdating sa music, hindi ganun ang mentality natin. So, again, I'm not blaming anyone, but that's our burden. That's our burden na we understand that if you, actually kanina nakakatawa when you see them practice, uy, ang galing. Diba? After 6 months, nakakatugtog sila. No? And as early as now, I'd like to thank the teachers, Teacher Koy, Teacher Richine, they did a very, very wonderful job. And mamaya ko na ipapasalamat yung mga kids pagkatapos na nilang magpakitang gilas. But they did a very good job. But it doesn't stop here. No, it doesn't stop here. Nag-usap kami nung Tuesday, nag-meeting kami. Sir Reg, ano ba yan? Tapos na yung 6 months, do we now break muna tayo? Tapos no, walang break tayo. Di ba? Tuloy lang tayo. Basta kung gusto yung mga bata, di ba? Tuloy lang tayo. Kasi hindi naman siya, di ba? Hindi naman siya yung, tapos na yung 6 months, o sige, tigil na tayo, magaling na tayo. Hindi eh. Di ba? So we want that for our kids. We want that for our program. We want that for our community. We want that for our country. Diba? Kasi ang gagalingan nating Pilipino, it's time for us to level up na. No? So we hope that this is our dream na itong napakaliit na project natin, ngayon 4 sila, hopefully in a couple of months magdoble. Hopefully, in a couple of years, mag-times 10, mag-times 100, di ba? Hanggang binibiyaya tayo ng Diyos, magbiyaya din tayo ng ibang tao. No? So, hopefully tonight, you'll be impressed with the kids, to the students. A recital is not a competition. Yan ang palaging sinasabi namin. Hindi po paligsahan ang isang recital. Kasi, can I just share with you why we have this place? No? One of the reasons why we have this hall, kahit na may mga classrooms na kami, is I always tell our teachers na, teachers, huwag kayo palagi sa classroom mag-lesson. No? Kailangan minsan sa entablado tayo. Again, let me go back to sports. Naintindihan natin ang mga anak natin bago umapak sa malaking stage, kailangan mag-varsity muna ng grade school, di ba? Tapos pagkatapos nun, mag-varsity siya sa high school. Tapos pagkatapos niya mag-varsity sa high school, varsity sa college. Tapos pag-college, punta ka na sa professional league, pwedeng PBA, pwedeng V-League, whatever. Wala namang magulang na naniniwalang ang anak nila, pupunta lang sa isang summer camp ng basketball or volleyball, and then next year, NBA na siya. Di ba? Ganon din naman tayo, di ba? Gusto natin ng mga anak natin mag-perform sa malalaking entablado, right? International stage. Hindi po mangyayari yon pag hindi nagsimula sa maliit na entablado. So, pwedeng yung mga teachers namin, minsan naglalabas dito ng mga estudyante, kahit na walang tao, makita mo yung mga bata, tumayo lang dito, parang nininervyos na di ba? Kailangan natin yun di ba? Kailangan natin manervyos Kailangan natin matakot, kailangan nating mapawisan, di ba? Minsan makikita mo, takot na yan. Bakit? Kasi paano pag may pumasok daw dyan? Sabi ko, part ng training yun, di ba? And that's why we have this. So, our commitment as a company is to make sure that pag nandito sila, we give our best also. No? Meaning, best in facilities. Hindi po sa pagyayabang, kami lang po sa buong Pilipinas ang may ganitong size ng piano na outside the conservatory, outside CCP, outside mga concert halls. Kami lang meron. Bakit? Kasi, pag pumunta ka sa ibang bansa, wala pong tumutugtog ng piano sa mas maliit dito. No? Walang iba. So, yung mga estudyante namin nakaka-enjoy ng ganitong facility. May video, may lighting, di ba? Parang artista daw talaga sila, which we are extending to our scholars. Because again, if you want them to grow, if you want them to learn, if you want them to level up, the facilities also has to be there. But again, this is not for our company. This is not to make Sounds Cradle or the Great Lighthouse Foundation look good. This is because we are doing this for the glory of God. So hopefully tonight we will all enjoy, not because I'm good, they're good, but because the Lord is good. Again, everyone, good evening po.
Thank you, Sir Reginald. Alam mo, Erica, we've heard the purpose, we've heard the mission ng ating program, and we also heard yung puso ni Sir Reginald. So, of course, start pa lang, blessed na ako to be part of this program. But of course, the next is, we would like to hear the report naman of the pilot implementation from our program coordinator. Let's hear it from Miss Antoinette Esmele.
Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Sir Reg. Ayan. So good evening, everyone. Muli po, I'm Antoinette Esmele. I'm a part of the Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church and of course, the Great Lighthouse Foundation na talaga namang strong na partner po ng Sounds Cradle Incorporated. And so, nais po namin ibigay a very brief lang po na update patungkol sa ating 6-month implementation. So, 6 months parang it seems short, pero parang mahaba na rin sa naging experience. Actually, very, I would say, kasi husband ko po pala yung isa sa teachers na share niya rin sa akin yung naging experience nitong 6 na buwan. So, ano po siya, very rich. Yan, sige po. So, sabi po ng isang editorial or isang article from the Philippine Daily Inquirer last 2025, restoring discipline and moral values among Filipino learners ay isa sa gusto nilang i-emphasize. And I think that's really one of the things that we want to cultivate. No? Hindi lang po, syempre, music as a skill, no? Yung pagtugtog, pagbasa ng nota, pag-perform ng ating mga students ang gusto talaga nating ma-develop, but also yung values, moral values and discipline. And if I can recall correctly, isa po to sa gusto talagang ma-develop ng ating ng partners. So when we were conceptualizing this program. So let me just read po, sabi dito, the purpose of the program is to cultivate musical talent and values among financially challenged but passionate Filipino children and teens. Yan. So, yan. And later we will see the fruits po, no, yung mga paunang bunga nitong ating programa. Yan. So, ang ating scholarship focus is, of course, yung atin pong free. Pero syempre, meron pong cost ito, no, yung ating music instrument lessons, which is, yung cost nito ay yung time, effort, talagang commitment ng both ng teachers, ng students, ng parents, of course, and ang ating mga nagtulong-tulong to make this possible. So, it is free, siguro po, no, materially speaking, but definitely, no, lahat po ay nagtulong-tulong for us to be able to do this program. So it is, again, a 6-month program na ngayon po ang ating first major milestone, which is our first recital. Yan. And just some photos po, no, values in action. Kasi ito talaga yung pinaka-nais nga po nating makita, ma-build up po sa ating mga students. These are actually quotes from, nagtanong po ako sa ating mga teachers, kamusta yung naging experience nila. And let me just read some of their experiences. Sabi po ng isa sa dalawang teachers, it was challenging knowing their individual strengths and challenges or weaknesses. But since I have been equipped by God's grace, I tried and explored different approaches so that the students will be able to learn effectively and uniquely kung nasan man po silang level, kung sila ay beginner, kung sila ay medyo may alam na sa pagtugtog. We're very thankful for our teachers na binigay talaga nila yung best effort nila para maturuan effectively ang ating mga estudyante. So makikita po ninyo, ito po syempre ng mga actual photos po yan ng 6 months na implementation. And one photo na hindi ko po malilimutan ay ito pong nasa upper right. Yan. So, ang dalawa po nating students from Island Baptist Church, ayan, talaga namang nagkaroon po sila ng baha, no, na sabi po nung isang parent, 6 months na tumagal po yung baha na iyon, na parang naging iisla talaga in a way yung naging venue, pero dahil yung pong ating pianos ay nakasituate sa Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church, so they really had to ride ito pong boat, no, kada linggo para lang ma-receive nila or para sila ay maturuan. So sabi po nung teacher nila, talagang siya ay personally na-challenge and na-encourage actually sa dedication and commitment despite the difficulties po, no, para makaaral. So, yan. Kaya dito pa lang makikita na natin na hindi pa po sila nagpo-perform, pero makikita po natin na we're happy to see these values instilled and developed in them po, no, yung commitment, again, dedication, and yan. Okay, so of course, let me just run through our scholars. Meron po tayong 4 na magre-recital for tonight. So una na dyan ay si Jonah May Coquilla from the Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church in Taguig, and she's also a student ng Tipas Annex Elementary School. Jonah May, ayan, palakpakan po natin. Yan. Next po is si Darlene K. Papa, also from Lighthouse Taguig, and she's a student from Taguig City University. Yan. And then we have Sam D. Diaz of Island Baptist Church, and he's also a student of Upper Bicuta National High School, si Sam. And finally, Bea Denise Espiritu of Island Baptist Church, and she's a student from Eusebio Elementary School. Yan. And of course, our teachers, yan si Mr. Roy Vincent Esmele and Miss Richine Kalingasan Estibe. Yan, sila po yung ating teachers. And later, we will also recognize them. Thank you so much sa inyo, sa inyong dedication as well. Milestones completed from month 1 to month 6. So we started in August and we're now having our recital today. So ito po yung mga activities na naisagawa. And then lastly, sabi natin, through this scholarship, we are not just training young musicians, hindi lang po yung kanilang skills, hindi lang yung kanilang what they can do, but actually, we also would like to develop who they are, yung kanilang being, no? And we are, hopefully by God's grace, we are shaping lives, teaching discipline, building confidence, and basically, we are trying to build them up. Yan, as they, yun po, no, nawa ay in the future, maging ministry din po nila ito sa kanilang mga gawain. So, thank you so much po. And I know we're all excited to hear from our students. So, balik ko na ang floor sa ating host. Thank you po.
Yan, again, thank you, Miss Antoinette. So, para nagkaroon tayo ng idea, ano po yung pinagdaanan nila, no, for the past 6 months. Ay nakakatuwa dahil kitang-kita po natin yung dedication, yung commitment na ating mga students, ng mga teachers, and of course, yung partnership nga ng ating Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church, Great Lighthouse Foundation, and maging ng Sounds Cradle Inc. So, ayan, congratulations po in advance, no? But before we go to the highlight of tonight's event, we would also like to recognize Dr. Arturo Tolentino. Yan po. Yan po. Welcome po.
Welcome po.
And of course, ayun na, hindi na natin papatagalin, Harvey. We will now see the fruits of the labor po ng ating mga students, no? So, simulan na po natin.
Erica, let's welcome our first performer, Miss Jonna May Coquilla with The Fair by Cornelius Gurlit. Let's give her a round of applause.
Yan. Up next po is Miss Darlene K. Vargas Papa performing Spring Song by Felix Mendelssohn.
Thank you, Darlene. Now we will have Bea Denise Espiritu with 3 short pieces, Lightly Row, Once Upon a Time, and The Wishing Star from John Thompson, Part 2.
Thank you, Bea. Yan, mukha ako naman po ang kakabahan na mag-pronounce. But finally, we have Sam D. Diaz who will perform Musette in D major by Johann Sebastian Bach and Sonatina in C major, Opus 36, number 1 by Muzio Clementi.
Yan, I believe, mas malakas na palakpakan to for our scholars tonight. Yan. And Erica, after hearing those beautiful performances, now I think it's best na marinig naman natin ang ating mga scholars this evening. So first, we'll call Sam D. Diaz and Darlene K. Vargas Papa.
Good evening po sa ating lahat. So, first of all, I want to thank God and give all the glory for His... mag-impromptu na lang ako, so sorry. Okay, so maraming salamat po sa una-una sa The Great Lighthouse Foundation and the Sounds Cradle Inc. And kila Pastor Jojo and Sir Reginald and Pastor Bishop. Maraming salamat po. Grabe talaga yung plano ng Panginoon eh. God works in unexpected ways. Pero nga, since this is a testimony, I want to share testimony. So, I've been playing piano for like 4 years. So, ang ano lang po sa akin, there's a lack of dedication. So, ang nangyari po, first of all, si Kuya Patrick po, dun sa Lighthouse, siya yung unang nagturo sa amin. Then, sinundan po ng mga teachers, like si Preacher Paul, ayan, sila Preacher Amir, na nagturo po sa akin na about sa reading notes. And that was like 4 years ago. Napakatagal na po. Pero naging problem sa akin, nawala dun yung dedication ko. So, imbes na yung pumasok dun yung kasi opportunity yan eh. It is given by God. Imbes na nandun yung pag-igihan ko pa, playing piano, parang wala sa akin yun. So, nakita ko sa akin parang nandun yung lack of maturity na pumasok na parang hindi yun, parang I don't know the purpose. Diba? Kasi kung titignan po natin, it is a very big opportunity na binigay sa atin ng Panginoon eh. Being able na maturuan lang tayo ng like this, it's a blessing na galing sa Panginoon. Pero I didn't take that seriously. So, parang nag-aral lang, then stop. Wala na. Parang, ayun nangyari po sa akin. So, then, dito nga, God works in unexpected ways. Then, dumating po tong this scholarship na hindi ko alam ba't ako yung pinili. I don't know bakit, ano yung ginawa ng Panginoon, di ba? Pero, may plano nga ang Panginoon eh. Hindi natin alam yung plano ng Panginoon. Pero we know that the plan of God is for our good and for para sa ating i-benefit and not for evil, di ba? Ngayon, pinapasalamatan ko ang Panginoon kasi grabe talaga yung pagkilos niya sa buhay ko eh. Andun, parang yung time na yung pag-attend po namin doon sa yung mag-start pa lang ng yung i-announce that meron nga yung scholarship na ganito. Nakita ko yung grace ng Panginoon sa akin, sa buhay ko, na parang, grabe talaga. Grabe po. Sorry, very informal, pero gusto ko lang talaga pasalamatan ng Panginoon. Hindi ko man ma-express kung paano yung nararamdaman ko nung buo-buo talaga. Pero, He really does work in unexpected ways. Maraming salamat.
A pleasant evening to each and everyone. My name is Darlene K.V. Papa, one of the grateful recipients of the Music Scholarship Program. I'm from Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church po in Taguig. First, I would like to take this opportunity to express my deepest gratitude to our dear Pastor Ruben Abante, Pastor Jojo Cornelius, the Sounds Cradle Inc., especially Mr. Reginald Tan, the Great Lighthouse Foundation Inc., the Taguig Scholarship Office, my family and my friends, the Ecclesia who supported me throughout this journey, and to my Tita Maan, who allowed me to borrow their keyboard. And lastly, but certainly not least, my piano instructor, Teacher Richine Karingasan Astibe. Your patience with us, your students, has been truly amazing, and we are beyond thankful for your support as we learn and grow. So it all started when my papa and my lola amay introduced piano to me when I was a kid. So I didn't imagine that those little fingers tapping on the keyboard would become a passion to me as I grew older. But I never had the chance to pursue it, not until we became part of the ecclesia. I've had a growing desire in my heart that I want to pursue learning piano and use it in the ministry. So I would say that this opportunity to be part of the music scholarship program was an answered prayer. So noong bago pa lamang po kami sa Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church in Taguig, I have a small faith and courage to pursue it, not until my friend, who's also the leader of the orchestra, Janelle Cornelius, forced me to sit in the chair and become... Ano ba yan? Ayun, pinilit po ako ni Janelle Cornelius. Saan ba ako? Kasi alam niya naman na... Oh my gosh. Kasi alam po niya na gusto ko po talaga and nahihiya lang po ako. Siya yung one of those people na naniwala sa akin and in-encourage po ako. And ano po? And although mas matanda ako sa kanya, siya yung nilulook up ko. Kasi grabe yung dedication niya sa sa pagpipiano po. So, ayun, I willingly accepted my new ministry, not because I was forced. Kasi sa paglilingkod, hindi naman tayo pinipilit. And I know na kailangan ko ang ministry, hindi ang ministry ang nangangailangan sa akin. It is only by God's mercy which allowed me to serve. Ayoko na rin manatili sa dating ako na laging takot at duwag sumubok sa mga bagay. Because as Baptists, we are called to serve. And ever since I heard that one verse from Pastor Jojo Cornelius' preachings, which is found in 2 Timothy 1:7, "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." Patuloy ko po itong pinanghahawakan sa tuwing ako ay natatakot. So I am now living in my answered prayer, pursuing my passion in piano with a purpose. But of course, not because something is an answered prayer, it will run smoothly as we expected. As a first-year college, it really became a challenge to me adjusting to a new environment and a new experience. I didn't realize the hardest piece to master would be the balance between my academics, my spiritual life, and my dedication to the piano. So much has happened since I started this journey as a piano scholar. It hasn't always been easy to manage everything, but each experience that God has allowed me to go through shaped who I am today. To God be all the highest glory po.
Thank you po very much ating mga scholars for those heartfelt na very nakakaiyak na mga experiences na ina-share niyo po sa amin. And now at this point, we would like to hear a message from the chairman of the Great Lighthouse Foundation, Bishop Ruben Abate.
Well, good evening, everyone. This is a good time. Reginald, Kim, and all of you, mga teachers, congratulations. Let me read to you a passage. I do not think many of you know this, but see, David is known actually, King David, no? He is known for killing Goliath. But what was he before he was able to kill a giant? Have you ever wondered about that? What was he before he became king? What was David before he became one of the greatest writers of songs? Psalms. Let me read this to you. 1 Samuel chapter 16. "And Saul's servant said unto him, Behold now, an evil spirit from God troubled thee. And Saul said unto his servants, Provide me now a man that can play well, and bring him to me. Then answered one of the servants, and said, Behold, I have seen a son of Jesse, the Bethlehemite, that is cunning in playing, and mighty valiant man, and a mighty valiant man, and a man of war, and prudent in matters, and a comely person, and the Lord is with him. Wherefore Saul sent messengers unto Jesse, and said, Send me David thy son, which is with the sheep. And Jesse took an ass laden with bread, and bottle of wine, and a kid, and sent them by David his son unto Saul. And David came to Saul, and stood before him, and he loved him greatly, and he became his armor-bearer. And Saul sent to Jesse, saying, Let David, I pray thee, stand before me, for he hath found favor in my sight. And it came to pass, when the evil spirit from God was upon Saul, that David took an harp, and played with his hand. So Saul was refreshed, and was well, and the evil spirit departed from him. Do you know that story? Baka hindi. And that was even before David even killed Goliath. Now, alam niyo, ako, hindi naman ako bago sa music. I consider myself also a musician kahit na walang formal training. But you need to understand that people who are into music are the most susceptible to a lot of influence. Okay? Sila ang medyo adventurous. Sila ang mahilig, ma-overwhelm ng palakpak. No? Sila ang mahilig sa trending. Sila ang very open sa mga kung ano-anong mga fashion sa mundo. And para sa ating mga mananampalataya, kung sino ang unang-unang magiging worldly, yun yung mga musicians. Okay? Pero on the other hand, music is discipline. It's not just being able to do some notes. It's discipline. You need to understand that even yung how you press a key is discipline. Di ba? You can go soft, you can go loud, you can do emphasis, and maraming mga So, ganon ang music. Now, this world is facing a lot of challenges. I was just talking with some lawyers. In fact, yesterday, doon sa programang pagsusuri, pinag-uusapan namin yung trend ngayon sa Pilipinas na marami nang hindi nagpapakasal. And people just tend to cohabitate na walang kasal. And when I ask, anong edad ito? Record ito sa PSA. And the age goes from 14 to 40. At yung mga lower na mga edad, ang pinakamalaking percentage. At hindi lang nagsasama ng walang kasal, nabubuntis. Kaya sabi ko, anong ginagawa ng government? And I was talking with the executive director of, nung araw, POPCOM, Population Commission ba or something. Ngayon, hindi na sila POPCOM, they are called Commission on Population and Development. Dahil inalis na sa Department of Health, nilagay na sa NEDA. So sabi ko, Director, I'd like to ask this, kasi itong issue na pinag-uusapan natin, parang lumalaki na ang rate sa ating bansa nang wala na nagpapahalaga sa kasal. And young people just go and make decisions by themselves. Now, alam natin na ang marriage is something that is in our Constitution, sa Ligang Batas. At ang sinasabi dyan ay marriage is an inviolable institution. And marriage is the foundation of family. And because nasa batas siya, nasa saligang batas, nasa family code, kinakailangan, sabing ganyan, sabi ko, kinakailangan protektahan ng Estado ang institusyon ng kasal. What are you doing so that ang ating mga young people may give importance to marriage and would value a family according to law? Marami po kaming ginagawang mga pero frankly po, Bishop, sabi niya, ang focus po ng Commission on Population and Development ay yung karapatan ng bata, ng kababaihan, sapagkat they need to make the right choices. So given yung choices, doon ang inaano. So nandoon na ako, kailangan yan. Lalo na sa mga nabibiktima ng kung ano-ano mga krimen. But what is the government or the state doing so that ang mga young people natin ay magpahalaga ng kasal? Alam ko kako sa DepEd, binibigyan ng curriculum. No? Nasa curriculum natin ang lahat ng karapatan, reproductive health, comprehensive sexuality education. Meron ba tayong module na nagtuturo na iho-iha, mahalaga ang kasal? Sabi niya ganyan. Umiwas siya Sabi niya, ang inaasahan po namin gumawa ng ito ay yung simbahan, yung church. Yes, nandoon na ako. Pero nasa batas natin What is the state doing? Samantalang ang dami-daming mga ganito ganyan. Sabi niya, siguro po pag-usapan natin kung paano tayo mag-collaborate. Sige, mag-usap tayo. Pagkatapos ng session na yon, this will be aired, in fact, sa TV sa February. Naisip ko kaagad, kailangan talaga ng collaboration Para yun dapat pagpahalagahan, yung discipline, ay maituro sa mga bata. Di ba? And naalala ko, itong mga batang ito, nakikita ko, what will they be after this? If they would be giant killers in the future, they have to start somewhere. And they need to start. Isipin mo si David, tumugtog sa harapan ng hari. Hindi lang recital yun. That's a serious thing. Harapan na ng hari, at hindi lang yun. Hiniling siya para tumugtog, para maibsan yung trouble. No? Yung emotional trouble ng hari. Hindi lang recital yun. That is something deeper. And he was willing to do that. And as young as he was, naibsan yung bigat ng hari. Di ba? Now, kung ang mga batang ito matuturuan natin humarap, ito, ang ganda ng recital na ito And by the way, ipapalabas ito sa GCTV. Okay? Discipline ito. No? Pinagpapahalagahan kung ano yung mahalaga, haharap sa tao, makakagawa ng bagay na mag-e-enjoy. Tinitingnan ko si Rene kanina kung paano pumalakpak Bihira, ang gandang pumalakpak Di ba? So, there's a lot actually that we can do with this partnership. And Reginald and Kim, thank you so much. Nagkakape lang tayo simula. Di ba naalala mo? Sabi mo, what can we do together? Di magsimula tayo. Yan. So sabi niya, meron akong mga parating na piano Pero paano? Paano natin gagawin? Isip. Sabi ko, let's go to communities. Which community? Naalala ko, masyado tayong engaged sa Taguig. Sabi ko, simulan natin sa Taguig. Kasi sa Taguig, hindi lang may lighthouse, malawak pa ang influence ng lighthouse doon. But we're not simply doing this because we're church. Okay? So sabi ko, i-present natin sa Taguig. Ayun. Kaya ayun naman si Rene. Ayun. Nagkapihan lang, tapos ngayon ganito na. And Doc Art, nakilala kita. Isipin mo, Arturo Tolentino, nung makilala ko to. Yun ang pangalan mo. Bira. Mabigat ito. But anyway, he is with Taguig, DepEd. Sabi ko, gawin na natin itong partnership, palawigin natin, institutional ito para sa mga bata. At dapat nga hindi lang Taguig eh. Dalhin natin sa buong DepEd. Diba? Not for anything. I mean, just for the sake of our young people who need to really take on some good sense sa kanilang buhay. I want them to be giant killers. Diba? I want them, can you imagine the book of Psalms? Songs yun eh. Awit yun sa Israeli. Ang dami niyan. At hanggang ngayon, hindi naluluma yun. Di ba? Recite kayo ng recited, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not. Awit yun eh. Awit yun. Ano pa? Ang dami niyan eh. So, I look at these children, I thank God, of course, for giving us the grace to do this. Mahirap gawin yun. And thank you sa, not just of course, ang SK pala ang tawag sa inyo, SK. SKI. Oo nga, ano? Parang ano ka, samahang ano ha, anyway. So, ito na, simulain na to. And thank you sa ating teachers. And of course, pastors, sa lahat sa inyo, sa Taguig. Mahalin natin itong mga batang ito. You know, I have been very passionate about how young people should grow. Yung aking involvement naman sa Global Filipino Movement, gumawa kami ng modules para sa mga OFW children. Sinisimulan din sana namin sa Taguig yan dahil ang pinakamaraming mga OFWs ay nasa Region 4A. Yan. Paano yung mga bata? Lumalaki ng walang magulang. So, gumagawa na kami ng mga symposium sa mga schools. No? Pambihira, yung survey na ginawa namin parang 30% yata ng mga bata, no? Na kapag graduate nila, gustong mag-abroad kagad eh. Bata pa yon ha? Ganon. Paano nila ang gagawin natin? Di ba? So, the children. Okay? But more importantly, hindi lang mga bata ito, these are lives. And some years from now, ako medyo papasok na ako sa anong tawag dyan? No? Naka-check-in na ako eh. Papunta na ako doon sa boarding gate. Okay? So, paano? Of course, sila Reginald, si Kim, medyo maliit pa nga yung anak nila. No? And I enjoy seeing itong mga batang tumatakbo-takbo rito. They are future leaders of our country. You know, I remember well, naalala ko yung mga piyesang tinutugtog nila ko eh. Yun yung mga piyesang nung araw eh. Inaano-ano pa namin. I was a young kid. And I learned music when I was a young kid. Sabi ng nanay ko, I was 3 years old when I first sang a solo. 3 years old. No? Ang inawit ko yun, Teach Me Lord to Wait. Ang pronunciation ko pa daw nung araw Ting Me Long to Wait. Teach Me Lord to Wait. And then I grew up. I was 11 years old when I led the Burgos Choir. Grade 4, tapos grade 5. And then, nag-high school, naalala ko pang, gumawa pa ako, tagagawa ako ng jingle nung araw Nung araw, naalala ko May nagpagawa sa akin ng jingle ng nung, sabi niya, Ruben, gawa mo nga ako ng jingle nung shampoo. Shampoo? Anong pangalan ng shampoo? Blossom shampoo. Naalala ko ngayon. Sige nga, lagyan mo nga. Your hair is precious. Make it look more lustrous. Ganon. Uh, and make it soft and luscious all the day through. Your hair is precious. It needs the care of blossom. Nothing else can care for it like blossom shampoo. Yung palakpak nila noong araw. And then, I was in college sa PLM. Pero hindi ako music. I'm electronics engineering. And I led the Burgos, the PLM choir. Nanalo yun ng NAMSIA. The first time nanalo, wala na ang PLM. Anong araw. And, well, nung I was about to graduate sa high school, sabi ko, ang unang gusto ko, maging lawyer ako. Kung hindi ako magiging lawyer, magiging mass comm ako, broadcaster. Kung hindi, magmi-music ako. Kung hindi, wala na. Napunta ako ng engineering. Okay. Anyway, but I treasure that. Lalo na pag nakikita ko sa buhay ko yung liit na ito, I was able to conduct a 3,000 voice choir doon sa grandstand. Jesus Saves Crusade. That was in 2003. And then, I was part of the papuri. Yung kantang Siya Akin Yun. Siya ang aking patnubay, siya ang aking gabay. So, looking back, I want music and the discipline that it has and everything about God in music mailagay sa mga batang ito. At hindi lang yan, for what they can be in our country and for the next generation. Okay? At hindi mawawala ang gospel dyan. Okay? The gospel is about Christ dying for our sins on the cross. No? Being buried and rising up to be alive forevermore, and the one who can give eternal life to everyone who would come to him. That's it. And if every song and every musician would have this message, then it's going to be great for all of us. Thank you. Magandang gabi sa inyo lahat.
Thank you very much po, Bishop Ruben Abante. Yeah, napakatotoo nga no, Harvey, katulad nung naging intro natin. This is not just about music dahil more than yung mga skills na natutunan nila, of course, we want to instill the right values, the right discipline, and of course, yung salita ng Panginoon sa bawat isa na madadala nila, no, hindi lang sa kanilang mga schools, kundi even pag-graduate nila, no, and yun nga, pag sila ay
Yes.
nag-excel.
Right. But Eric, I think we should also hear a response from DepEd, from Dr. Arturo Tolentino. Maybe a short message from you, sir?
Parang feeling ko po, it's a calling. Kasi every time na natatawag ko, it's always impromptu. But anyway, it's an opportunity to meet everyone. It's my first time. And at the same time, it is also an opportunity given to our students. Definitely po, ang DepEd, syempre, we'd always tie up with our LGU. Lalo na po, napaka-supportive ng aming mayor at napaka-supportive din po ng aming connector, ang aming pong education advisor. Andiyan po si Serene. On behalf of my SDS, Ma'am Cynthia Ailes, nagpapasalamat po kami, lalo na po sa Lighthouse Foundation, kay Sir, kay Ma'am, at sa mga pastor na nandito, at sa mga guro na humubog po sa aming mga estudyante at huhubog pa po sa mga estudyante na mahihikayat nyo po na maging bahagi ng napakagandang programa. Kasi sabi ko, kausap ko po si Sir kanina, even kay Sir Rene na nag-uusap kami, ang sabi ko sa kanya, alam mo ba Sir, ang pangarap ko talaga matutunan paano mag-play ng piano. Kaya lang ang tanong sa akin, may time ka pa ba? Kaya nga sabi ko noon, nung ako'y naging ama, yung anak ko po talagang, ang pangarap ko sa kanya, kahit isang instrumento, matuto man lang siyang tumugtog. Kasi iba kasi yung dating pagka ang bata ay mahusay tumugtog ng kahit anong instrumento. Lalo na sa panahon ngayon, ang bata kasi natin sa panahon ngayon, iba yung focus. Sa murang edad, yung iba sa kanila meron ng mundo na kung saan nakakalimutan na yung halaga ng disiplina. Sa pag-aaral kasi ng kahit anong klaseng instrumento, katulad netong piano, talagang disiplina yan. Bakit? Kasi it will take your time. It will take your patience. At saka, it will take your dedication in order for you to learn the basic of playing piano. Kaya natutuwa ako kanina nung nagpa-perform po ang ating mga estudyante. Sabi ko, sana ako din makapag-perform. Kaya babalik na naman uli ako sa tanong, may panahon ka pa ba? Kaya ang nangyari, listener na lang ako kasi nakaka-relax po talaga siya. So sana po, maraming salamat po sa ganitong paraang sa ganitong oportunidad na patuloy niyo pong ibinabahagi sa amin pong mga estudyante sa DepEd Tapat po. At sana hindi po ito ang last. Na sana po we are hoping that this will continue to open new opportunities for a new learners to learn the basic of music. Kasi kabahagi nun ang disiplina na kung saan yun po talaga ang kailangan natin ngayon. Kasi reality check, kahit naman po hindi natin nakikita araw-araw, nababasa, napapanood natin, disiplina po talaga ang nawawala sa atin. And we are hoping to build a better future, not only for ourselves, but also for our, children and grandchildren, and that can only be materialized and, came into realization if we work together. Sabi, working together is definitely the key for us to achieve what we wanted to achieve. Again, magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat at maraming salamat po sa oportunidad na ibinibigay niyo po sa amin.
Maraming salamat po ulit, Dr. Arturo. Definitely, yan po ang hinahangad ng programang ito. To partner with more schools, to partner with more students para po sa programang ito. Maraming salamat po ulit.
Yes, and actually, Harvey, nakaka-relate din ako kay Doc Art kasi yan, kami po ni Harvey ay products din po ng scholarship through the Great Lighthouse Foundation. And natuto rin po kami ng basic piano through the Lighthouse Academy naman po. Ang isang arm ng ating TGLFI.
Tama. And now, let's acknowledge and distribute the certificates to our students, to our scholars, led by Mr. Reginald Tan, Bishop Ruben Abante, Mr. Ray Kalingasan, Mr. Rene Lopos. To read the certificate, so this certificate of recognition is awarded to name of scholar for the commitment and dedication in completing 6 months of piano music lessons as a music scholar of the Music or Music Scholarship Initiative to cultivate right values and discipline program. This scholarship initiative is organized by the Great Lighthouse Foundation, Inc. in partnership with Sounds Cradle, Inc. to cultivate music talent and foster discipline and values among Filipino youth. Given this 23rd day of January 2026 at Sounds Cradle Incorporated Music School. Signed, Founder, CEO, Sounds Cradle, Inc., Mr. Reginald Tan. Chairman of the Great Lighthouse Foundation, Inc., Bishop Ruben M. Abante. Executive Director, the Great Lighthouse Foundation, Inc., Mr. Reynaldo Kalingasan. Keep up. Let's call on stage si Darlene K. Vargas Papa.
Next, we have Miss Bea Denise O. Espiritu.
Next is Jonna May Coquilla. Last but not least, Sam D. Diaz.
Thank you very much. And stay lang po sa ating mga partners because at this point, we would also like to recognize our faithful and dedicated piano teachers who are both professional music teachers here at SKI. And just read po the certificate. This certificate of appreciation is awarded to name of teacher for generously sharing your time and expertise as a piano teacher to music scholars who are beneficiaries of the music program. First, we have Teacher Richine C. Esteban.
Thank you, Teacher Chin. Yes po, teacher po si Richin. Hindi po siya part ng ating students. Very young looking po ating teacher. Another teacher, Teacher Roy Vincent Esmele. Thank you po. Siguro po, let's just ask Mr. Ray Kalingasan to stay on stage po for our closing remarks.
A blessed evening sa ating lahat. You know, as we end our recital tonight, my heart is full of joy and gratitude kanina. Naiiyak talaga sa testimony ng ating mga kabataan. You know what we have witnessed is sa ating mga scholars is more than just a result of 6 months training. But it's a result of partnership, collaborative efforts, and of course the working of God. Now, it was August last year when we launched this, and what's our prayer then? That we be able to develop musical skills. Not only to develop musical skills, but to build discipline, character, values, and of course, deeper appreciation of God-given talent. Na yan ay i-enhance, palaguin mo. And today, we have seen that. We heard them. We saw them. And yan ay manifestation or evidences of the diligence, partnership, and of course, working of God's hand. So to our scholars, this is just a beginning. I believe there will be greater and more wonderful things that awaits you. But of course, you need to pay the price. You have to strive and aim to be on a higher level. And of course, thank you, SKI, Sounds Cradle. Thank you, Sir Reg and Kim. And teachers, parents, you have contributed so much to our scholars. They will not forget this. And of course, we heard that as testimony kanina. Kaya they are facing now with new hope. And we heard them na ganun sila ka-excited sa kanilang pagbalik sa mga ministry. Kaya our prayer then, my prayer is that we will not only continue this, but even expand and reach for more young people in partnership sa ating, we have partners, church, school, and maging ma-institutionalize ang napakagandang programa na ito. To God be the glory. Thanks and good evening po.
Thank you po again, Mr. Ray Kalingasan, Executive Director of the Great Lighthouse Foundation. And as we near the end of tonight's program, again, nagpapasalamat po kami sa aming mga naging partners po, the Great Lighthouse Foundation, Sounds Cradle Inc., and maging sa ating mga friends mula sa Taguig City, DepEd Tapat, and principals and teachers po ng ating mga partner schools.